Hi, this is Nancy here, and it's about 6 a.m. in the Samoa Island. Um, it's just, I came out here this morning just to hear these waves lapping away. Um, and you can see the lake and the magnitude of this lake. It's really a massive crater filled with water. Um, there's all these mountains in the background. Um, this is in North Sumatra, and it's one of those places where there has been a lot of volcanic activities, and this place is of absolute scenic beauty. The depth of this lake, I don't know what the depth would be, but it's massive expanses and one of the largest lakes in the whole of Southeast Asian continent. Um, Samoa Island is basically surrounded by this lake, which is called the Lake Toba, and you can hop on and hop off in these boats over here. They work around. They go around the island from Parapat to Tuk Tuk every so often, and you can hop on one of these for about 15,000 rupiah, and it gets you to your hotels. Basically, how it is that I am on this part of the island in Tuk Tuk, and I'm staying over here, but there are different spots where the boat can load passengers and unload passengers. You can hear the water perhaps lashing away. There are small little boats as well for the fishermen. They go out for fishing in the morning, very early in the morning. Each of these chalets over here are like facing the lake. So if you get one of these chalets, you can pay around 100,000 rupiah to 300,000 rupiah, depending on where you are, and then you can get this beautiful view in the night time of the Lake Toba. It's very early in the morning here, and you can see one boatman. He's rowing a boat, perhaps going for fishing or just going to another part of the island in Samosir. Parapet is about 30 minutes by boat. That's about it. And the island itself, inside when you walk, is just very scenic. They have wood weaving crafts, they have batik making, and local crafts here in Indonesia. This is in North Sumatra, and it's a place of scenic beauty, and lots of white foreigners are coming here mostly for an adventure and to see this beautiful island, which is just formed in the middle of this in Sumatra, and it's really very pleasant here. It's dawn at the moment, the sun is breaking in, and the skies are still grey, and the water is still shimmering. I am here in the month of July, and it's really pleasant, the weather as well. You can see white doves flying in the sky, and you can hear some of the most beautiful birds in the morning chirping away, and you don't hear this sort of musical sound when you wake up in the morning from your sleep. As you know, when there is volcanic activity, so also the area and the surrounding environment changes, along with that the vegetation, as well as birds and insects and reptiles and whatever else you find in these mountains. They are very different to, it's because of these rainforests here in these mountains that you have all these different creatures breeding. So in the morning here at Samoa Island, you can hear some beautiful chirping, and you can wake up to these birds, chirping away, which is really very unusual sounds. This morning the sky is a bit grey, but it's past dawn actually, and I'm just seeing the vastness of this lake island here where I am standing. So if you have not come to Sumatra, and if you are just never planned to come here to Lake Toba, this is a place of scenic beauty. It is not man-made, but made by nature, created by the nature itself. It's quite a beautiful island. Here it's in the morning. It is about 6 o'clock in the morning here, and people are just about waking up and to enjoy the beauty of this place. The island is pretty peaceful. There has been nothing unusual here as such, but the local people here, they tend to play some music in the evening to entertain the guests, and try and make a little friendlier and lighter environment. I'm just going to walk towards the dock where you can get this ferries from, but just on the way as I walk, these are like little chalets here which are owned and run by the local people. Not everything is on the internet. The place where I'm staying is further down to the right there, just after this yellow bungalow, and I managed to pick up fairly cheap budget accommodation here facing the lake, so I was pretty happy about that. So this is from here you can walk, and when the boat comes to the island, I just walked here and I left my bag right here, and then I just spoke to a lady and she gave me a place to stay. This is another guest house. I'll just take you through this garden here. So these are the chalets. And this is the docking station when the boat comes into the island. This is a nice bougainvillea plant.